All right. Oh shit! I just realized I had the mic not muted the entire time. Hope you guys didn't. Actually, I didn't. I was just getting all my stuff together. Um, Happy Saturday. Happy December 17th. Before we go ahead and switch over here, I just want to. We must sound the celebratory party horn or party blower, depending on where you call it. I'm gonna go ahead and just switch over here. And guys, we are here to celebrate a possible pivot point, a change in the market, or are we going to continue downwards? But let's sound off the party horn. Wait for it. All right. Something stupid. And then we're gonna go ahead and just kick it right off to music. All right. Prathish, let's see. Oh, sorry. Josh V Hype, hit the likes. I would appreciate it. Good to see you, buddy. Prathish, what is hype? Hype is, getting excited. We're getting amped up. We're getting pumped up. We're ready to have fun. Whiskey, Prathish, I thought about it. I can't though. I can't, unfortunately. Now I know last time I streamed, I said that we were gonna be here for a while and just hang out, but unfortunately, my car battery just decided to die on me. Not die, but it's pretty much on its last leg, like to the point to where like the alternator's fine. It just can't hold a charge. So if I leave my car off for more than 30 minutes, it just won't start. So I had to end up I was like 15-20 minutes away from home. Had to get jumped last night. Well, not jumped, like, get beat up, but I had to get my car jumped last night. So before I hopped on here, I had to call a bunch of places. For some reason, nobody has the battery for my car. So finally got a hold of someone, but they have to order it. And it said it'll be there around like 4 o'clock, and they close at 4:30. So I got to go grab it. Unfortunately, I'm going to be here just for a little bit. We are going to hang out. I do want to talk about some things, but it's not going to be an extended live stream. Lazar, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. But we are, like I said, we are going to hang out here. I am here. We're going to stream. I want to talk about why I'm here and why we're doing this. But before we do that, before I explain the title, let me go ahead and just give you guys an update on the TA, what's been going on in price action. So, first things first. Since the last time we streamed, we were kind of sitting around this entry point of the larger ABC here that I have highlighted on BTC. We do have, so that'll confirm the possible, I guess, the probabilities for more downside definitely are increasing at the moment. I don't know exactly where it's going to go. One of the things I did talk about as just a variation, I might have mentioned this once. I mentioned it to someone who asked me, but I'll go ahead and touch on it here. One of the things you guys got to understand is that yes, the probabilities are to the downside at the moment, and we do have the possibility of this being a larger structure here, which I'm personally leaning towards a little bit more just because we are sitting below these levels. But another thing to consider as well is that we can just easily until we put in that lower low, this could easily be a downtrend, or sorry, uptrend, a downtrend, as long as you don't break that low, and then we can just continue upwards from there. So we'll have to just keep that in mind, see how it develops. But I'm definitely on the fence, or on the side of more downside coming, at least in my opinion. So as long as we're below that 17,420-ish region, I'm definitely going to be shorting. I'm definitely holding my shorts. And as of now, I'm still continuing to hold this long position. And at this point, we're just letting these positions fight. So hopefully we can figure out, or at least get an answer soon, about onto, or I guess answer the question of where is price going to go. Will you take long again at 15,430? Yeah, so if we get back below, so Prathish, if we put in this setup here and come back below, and let's say we don't die off a cliff, we kind of come up and retest this region, I will continue to take that entry, just in case that it doesn't necessarily have to come in and die off a cliff. We could just put in one more low and continue upwards as well. That's something that's definitely in the realm of possibility too. So I will absolutely continue to play that entry as long as even if we get back below. If anything, it's gonna just move the bottom. Well, actually, no, the bottom is still the major A. Instead of being here, it's gonna be here, so it's still the same structure in my opinion. Daily MACD not showing good also. Yeah, definitely could swing help swing momentum to the downside. Definitely in the realm or in the cards as a possibility. I kind of have to see how it goes and how we develop or how price develops over time. Primarily, at the very least, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking for just a lower low. We don't have to die off a cliff. If we do put in that lower low and come back above, definitely a little bit more of a bullish sign in my opinion. For me personally, I would like to see a major decision be formed, like a major move. You know, when price kind of dances around these regions, it's not necessarily the best for the account. I would rather have prices fall off a cliff and catch a different entry and just ride the momentum to the downside. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna go over ETH and LTC quick, because ETH is in a very particular position as well. I think a 3 hour, 2 hours should be good. Yeah. So for ETH, we do have this ABC for an A, and then we have this ABC for a B, and then we have, unfortunately, we just have a straight C right now. Now this could be 1A, and someone did mention this to me, and unfortunately I did miss it. But technically we put in a higher high past this pivot since we didn't put in a lower low on ETH. So the ideal entry would have been up here, or if I can get it right, like an ever so slight wick above. But since the entry, we did not get that entry up here, we pretty much got the confirmation of the C wave. And so for me, I'm happy with where we are in the position that we're in. And right now we're kind of sitting around that entry point of the long position. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. Hopefully, like I said, we just don't dance around in this region. For me personally, I think I would benefit, or the account would benefit more, if we just sit there and if we make a larger move in either direction. Given the ABC formation, how much are you going to hold the shorts until next ABC formation? Or great question, Lazar. So how I've been approaching the take profits as of recently is that we're trying to play into continuation setups. So what continuation setups are is pretty much, for example, I'll give you an example of, let's say we have an ABC short. All right. And then all we're doing is we're going to let price make the decision. Now, if price continues to form a larger downtrend, and let's say in the middle of that downtrend, we do get another short opportunity that's similar in size, I will go ahead and take profit on the break of the A. And then I'll take profit on the, let me just explain. Let me just get rid of this first. So we have a short position here. Okay, just for an example. Oh, I want it to be red. All right. So what's going to happen here? We take a short, price dumps, fantastic. And let's say we bounce, but we form another bearish setup that's similar to size and similar to perspective as the original position. From there, as soon as we form the A and come back above to retest, as soon as it comes up to test that high, I'm taking a profit and I'm waiting for the re-entry. And what that allows me to do is that allows me to compound the original position and the profits made from that position, as well as allow me to make more money if price does continue downwards. Now, keep in mind, price doesn't necessarily have to continue down, even though we have a bearish position or a bearish continuation setup. What this does is it allows you to give you some security and locking in the profit that you made from the previous trade, as well as gives you another point of confirmation. And so if price, let's say price does not, is there a way I can, okay. So let's say price doesn't get back below, or even if it does get back below, what if we come back up and we just shoot up to the upside, right? What this does is this locks in the profit from the short, as well as it gives us, if we do fail this setup, that's fine. At least we can walk away with some profit and wait for the next position to come about. So going forward, that's been the most beneficial thing, and that's what we've been working with over the past couple, let's say, month or so. It's only been fairly recent that we started doing this. I wish I started doing this in the beginning of the bull run, or the beginning of the bear market, sorry. I definitely would have made a lot more money and wouldn't have messed around as much, or at least the account would have been a little more consistent. So going forward, that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'm going to be sticking to until I can find a better take profit method. In my opinion, this is probably the best way to go about it moving forward. So I'm excited to see how this is going to be. But yes, Lazar, we're only taking profit on continuation. So, for example, if price decides to fall off a cliff, right? Let's go back to BTC for a better example. Let's say price does come down and fall off a cliff here, and we do come down to test that, 12 to 10K region. If we get a bounce, all right, and form another setup that's similar in perspective, that shows the opportunity of another push down coming, I will go ahead and take profit and just let price action do what it do. How do you approach the situation if it goes sideways? Well, even if it does go sideways, Lazar, depending if it's not as clean of a setup, eventually, even if we are going to put in some high, a relatively, I wouldn't say bigger, a bigger uptrend, but we are going to put in a pullback. Even if it sits here and just does this, eventually it's going to come up here. Or if it doesn't, fantastic. We don't take profit. Let's say it does something like this, where we just go sideways and then have another leg down. We don't take profit until we get that higher high past here. And so it allows you to catch the rest of the momentum or the rest of the push to the downside, which would be beneficial to us. Unfortunately, you won't be able to compound your position, but it gives you some safety and not being able to miss out on an opportunity like this. So eventually, even if price does go sideways, it will put in a high, retrace, and eventually, if it doesn't put in a higher high and we just continue downward from there, you still hold your long, you still hold your shorts. And eventually, like I said, at some point, if something like this does happen, eventually you're going to get another bounce, and then you will get another bearish formation. Now, it doesn't mean it has to hold, but you will get another bearish continuation setup. And even if it doesn't hold, you'll still be able to have the opportunity to take profit. So eventually you will get an opportunity. It may not be the first leg down if we just go sideways before continuing lower. Has been situations like that, and you just have to wait for a higher high or another bearish setup to form until you can take profit. So great question though. But let's go ahead and just touch on LTC quick, because LTC is working out pretty well. So for LTC, the main setup I've been looking for and I've been playing is that this ABC, all right, is just one larger A. We had a very sharp decline and then a ABC for a C. Now, it's not the cleanest B wave to a C wave, but it does count. So for me, as long as LTC is below that 73.22, in my opinion, I definitely think LTC has the potential to come down and test that $40 region again. So I'm excited. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can get more continuation to the downside here. Yeah. Your Matic FOMO is doing good as of now. See, yeah, we're doing well. I pretty much got in on, like, not the best, but I got in like right around here somewhere. So we're able to catch the retest. Like I said, it's such a large position, Pratheesh, especially with like the larger setup, as well as the potential to go down and test the low here at 31 cents. I couldn't miss out. I couldn't miss out. I have missed the entry on Matic. Given the gigantic ABC, what do you think? Should I look for an entry? Lazar, unfortunately, I think if you did not get a position off of this setup that I mentioned last time, I really think there's no viable short opportunity. Unless we come back up and retest, which in my opinion, I think it's kind of too late for that. If you can catch, the only thing I will say is if we decide to continue downwards, if you can catch another setup on a bounce, I would say go at that would be a decent chance to get another leg down, but I can't guarantee that's going to happen. For me, the best opportunity to get in was there, if not the gigantic one. But even on the gigantic one here, off of this ABC, you would have had a very rough time because you would have got wicked out a good amount. Niraj, yo Johnny, hello my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're having a good weekend. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the topic and the title at hand. One of the things I did want to talk about, and you know, we're here on the exact date, and it's something that's very interesting to me. I don't necessarily put any sort of trading decisions on what I'm about to say. What I do keep in mind though is that for some reason, this date, December 17th, has always been a, let's see, Niraj and me are from the same town. No kidding. That's pretty damn cool. You guys should link up and grab a drink sometime, talk trading. I know there's someone in from Kite's group. He comes in and watches me once in a while. Miko, if you ever see this, my friend, hope you're doing well. He lives in the same, not town as me, but he lives in like the same state. He's like 45 minutes away, like 30 minutes away from me. And so it's always cool to see fellow people from, you know, just around the world, where if you can get someone close to you to say hi. You know, fortunately, like someone like Kite, he's a couple states away. Thank you, man. Are you from Europe? Oh, he's asking for Thiesh. But me, I'm Lazar. I'm in the East Coast, United States. But let's talk about the topic at hand here. So why is today not significant, but why does today matter? Is today going to potentially give us a sign of what's to come? And I don't necessarily like to put any serious trading decisions on this. This is just more for fun. This is something just to talk about. But today is December 17th. Now, if you don't know what December 17th is, I'm going to go back in Bitcoin's chart, and I'm going to illustrate all the December 17ths that we've had over the last 5-6 years. And then we're going to go ahead and just talk about what that possibly could have meant, or something that it does represent and does highlight the potential of a market, I guess not moving decision, but a directional confirmation or a change in market structure can happen. I'm just gonna go ahead and just mark these out here. This might take me a little bit. I thought I had these saved, but I guess I didn't. Wait, did I get that's the 22 one, right? No, that's 21. Well, let's see. I'll catch up in chat. Now we the Bangalore Bangalore buddies. Okay. Amar, hello, buddy. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Hello, Johnny. Join late, starting the video from the start. Oh yeah, no worries. Like I said, it was just quick TA stuff. We're just gonna be hanging out here for a little bit. Like I said, I don't know if you caught the beginning of it, Amar. I did say at one point that I was gonna be here for a while, but unfortunately, I have to go pick up a car battery for my car. It pretty much is dead on me. Like in order for me to go pick it up, I'm gonna have to jump start my car because it just can't hold the charge anymore. So I have to go make a trip down in the parts store, and it was a pain in the butt to get it. I can get it today, but it's not gonna get there for another like hour and a half, and they close in 2 hours. So I have like a 30-minute window to get there, buy it, and make sure everything's good. So I do have to cut out here relatively, well, not relatively early, a little bit, pretty much at the normal time. Like I said, I did talk about an extended live stream, and guys, I do apologize about that, but something just came up and I can't necessarily do it at the moment. But I do want to spend some time and talk about today. All right. I pretty much know I have to go to 8 hour. All right. Is your car battery more than 4 years old? Yes. So my car's a 2016, and yeah, so it's about 6 years old, and it's the original battery it came with the vehicle. So yeah, it was on its way out. I knew that kind of going into it in the last like month or so, that I knew at some point, especially when it gets colder out, the battery wasn't going to do well. But let's go ahead and talk about December 17th. So what is important about December 17th? I'm going to go as far back as 2016 just because I don't think I can go back any further. If I can, it's not really as significant. It kind of, as time developed, it did cause certain things. So I'm going to show you a couple examples here. So in 2016, December 17th marked pretty much the beginning of the bull run. We came up, retested, continued to the upside, all the way up to the 20K top. Now, the 20K top was put in on the following December 17th, 2017. We continue to have a bear market. 2018, we pretty much almost put in the exact low. It was off by like a week, I believe, a couple days at the very least. Put in a low, came back up to retest. Now, me personally, if it wasn't for the COVID dump, I think the 2019 December 17th would have been the bottom. I think we would have put in a little bit more of a steady uptrend, but because of the COVID dump, it looks like it was just a temporary bottom. Came up to retest and put in a lower low. The following December 17th, just a couple days before, we had a break of the all-time high, and that pretty much confirmed the bull market. And as you can see, it took a little bit of a while, but we did put in that 69K top. From there, we retraced the following December 17th on December 2021. It wasn't the exact top, but it was about, what was it, a month off? Just about a month off, and it did confirm the majority of the bear market. Now, today is December 17th. So, what can this mean? This could mean a couple things. One, since we did dump before December 17th, it wouldn't surprise me if we put in a situation similar to possibly maybe the previous year's December 17th, or maybe even the 2019 December 17th. Maybe we come in, put in one more low, have a retest to the upside, and maybe continue and have one final push to the downside. Or maybe this is the beginning of a larger continuation dump. Or the third option is, unfortunately, I can't give a definitive answer on this. I don't want to give a definitive answer on this, but the third option is that maybe this is just a pullback and we're kind of due for a larger pump to the upside. But relatively speaking, I think we are pretty damn close for a larger decision in the markets to be made, in my opinion. It could be within the next week. It could be within the next month or so. But you can see, going back in history, December 17th, given a couple days to even a month, there's definitely is some validity in how price respects that date. That could be a turning point. It could be some sort of break before we kind of continue lower. It could be a change in overall market structure. A lot of things could happen, but I think today signifies a point in time to where I think we are relatively close to either getting a larger move to the downside, or possibly getting a decent pump to where we retest and perhaps putting something like this in. That would be phenomenal. Just saying. Maybe we have to pump for come up here, test these like lower to mid 30K region, maybe test like up here, maybe this support, this kind of liquidity area, and then come back down for another push. That's just me. Mangalore is the pub hub of India as well as the IT hub. Oh my god. For these, use Binance as well. Is it safe right now to hold all my holdings there, or would you suggest to transfer all my BTC to Coinbase? Niraj, if you can, I would say transfer the majority of your coins to a cold storage wallet. That's gonna be your best bet. Prathish made a comment. No wallets are safe. I agree. Some are safer than others. I think any wallet's open to exposure, but if you can protect yourself as much as you can, I think the best way to do that is to get a cold storage wallet. Let's see. I use Bybit from last 1 year. Binance it for P2P transfer. It is just a FUD. The wallets are safe. What is liquidity area and why is it called so? So, liquidity areas, basically what that is, it's trapped positions or trapped areas to where people have bought, or just where trapped orders are. So basically, how we determine where liquidity is, at least from ABCs, is major pivots or off of similar structures. And like, my opinion is it's a lot easier to identify areas of liquidity when rapid moves happen. All right, rapid moves. I think I said boobs. Rapid moves happen. For example, this ABC. All right, there's a lot of longs or a lot of buy orders, a lot of buy positions, people trying to buy back into the market here. We ended up dumping. There's going to be a lot of trapped orders or trapped buys that are up here that didn't necessarily sell. Now, obviously, you have leverage positions that got liquidated, and that kind of triggered the snowball effect, but there is still some money up here. Same thing with this peak up here as well. And a lot of the times, whales will pump the price up to certain areas to grab liquidity, to grab sell orders, so they can also get out of their positions and sell back into the market. So that's the easiest way to explain it, Lazar. I'm not an expert, but I can kind of tell where these like areas of volume are placed, this based off ABCs. It's in general. Have you tried ABC with order block strategies? I have not. I know I'm a little bit familiar with order blocks. I just seen, you know, if you guys are coming from David's group Scopes, he does a really good job at explaining order blocks really well. I can kind of see a use case for it. It's just something that I would like to find something that complements ABCs. And me personally, I would have to use it on a much larger time frame. I'm not 100% opposed to it. It's just the way how I think and the way I perceive the market and how I trade. To me, it's not going to add too much for me to actually go ahead and incorporate it, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, we are sitting at a potential point in Bitcoin history, and I wanted to stream and talk about it just in case that maybe I'm onto something. Probably not. I don't think it's gonna be that serious, in my opinion, but we'll have to see how price behaves. And at least if you guys didn't know about December 17th, you guys learned something today. Shall we do Wordle? Okay. I want to try crowd. Oh, no way. That was a good guess. That was a good guess. Crowd was a good guess. All right, so it's C. There's no W, so it's C something. Chord? Wow, I didn't even need you guys' help today. See, I typed in it before I looked in chat. Pratheesh, you definitely probably got it before me, but I did not check. I did not check chat. So I did my best to get it on my own, but you guys did a great job. Cord. All right, so how you guys do anything good for the weekend? And another thing too, I gotta knock out. Oh, how many shorts you have at the moment? I'll go ahead and pop up the Bybit account. Come on, let me turn on my VPN. Let's see. You don't buy the larger water can. You know what? I should, but it's easy for me to just get like a 24 pack of these bottled waters, and I just grab like 1 or 2 of them before I start streaming. How many shorts you have? Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and show the positions here. Can you do TA for Nifty 50? That's an interesting name, but yes, I can absolutely do it. Trevor, how you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're doing well. I saw you in Kite's gaming chat. I was there playing with him for a little bit. Let's see. Have you increased your 3% risk value? Not as of recently, Lazar. Just because I actually just got the other $500 today. I was hoping to do it. And I was gonna update you guys on the account. Now, for those who don't know, the original point of this account was to basically start from zero, like I did the first time I started trading, and the goal was to grow that dollar amount from zero to, I was hoping to get it to 6 figures. I think it still can. Just a matter of preserving as much of it going into the majority or the rest of the bear market. But yeah, I went out, got a gig job. I worked, saved up $1,000. I was gonna start the account with $1,000, but unfortunately, a buddy of mine needed to borrow it, or borrow 500. Sorry. And then, like, yeah, I'll give it back to you in a couple weeks. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't mind. Just waiting, whatever. And it's been about a little bit. In November, it was a year, and he just gave it back to me. So I don't know if he saw the live stream. I never told him that I streamed on YouTube or anything, but it was this weird coincidence. As soon as I mentioned it again, he like hit me up, and then he was like, "Hey, I got your money for you." So I have it on me. I just haven't gotten it to Bybit yet. So the account is sitting at 573. Now, that's the reason why I'm prioritizing shorts right now, because I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4 shorts. Matic's not doing the best, is because I don't have a lot of margin in there. But 217% profit on LTC, 260% on LTC, 102% on BTC. Let's see. Andy D, Johnny, class content. You explain the concept well and the strategy I'm using. I have used Kite's ABC before, although struggled with exits. The continuation and hedge approach is a gem. I absolutely agree. And Kite does use. I got the idea off of him. I'm basically like a disciple of his. He'll come out and say or do things and approach things in a different way that I necessarily didn't think about, and it'll kind of blow my mind. He's like, shit, he was right, and then I'll go ahead and preach to you guys. Marshman 44, what up, Johnny? Yo, we're December 17th times relative, or did it happen at random times? great question, Marshman, and I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you, man. Same thing with you, Andy. It's good to see you as well. So if you missed the conversation before, for some reason, all right, December 17th has always marked almost within a week to a month of a confirmation or a reversal in the in market structure. So we're sitting at December 17th now. Last year it took about a month, but that kind of confirmed the bear market. December 17th before that, it was a couple days behind, but it kind of confirmed the breakout of the previous all-time high, which started the bull market. The one in 2019, unfortunately, I think if it wasn't for the COVID dump, I think we would have gotten, I think this would have been bottom. But obviously we did put in a lower low, so maybe it could be a possible break of a downtrend. The previous one, I hate this song. I don't know why the song just keeps popping up. Yeah. The 2018 December 17th was pretty much a couple days off, but it was the bottom of the bear market. And then the previous one was a couple days off. I was like 1 or 2 days off, and pretty much called the top of the bull market. And then I only went as far back as 2016 just because it's a lot easier. The other ones didn't really make as much sense. But over the last 5 or 6 years, you know, and this one confirmed the break of the, or it was about to break out of the previous high, and that started the previous bull market beforehand. So December 17th does have some sort of meeting. It's nothing I would actually take any trading decisions off of, just because we don't know exactly how it's going to behave. It could be a situation where it could be like a month off before we possibly get a bottom. But I think we're closer than ever to possibly getting a not the bottom, but a bottom at the very least. Let's see. Harvey, yo Johnny, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? But yeah, Marshman, going back to what you said, I think it does carry some weight. I don't think it's going to be the like exact day where things reverse, but I think we're getting close. I think, did I miss anything? Pradesh, tomorrow FIFA final. I definitely will catch that. Let's see. Good evening, Johnny. Are we short or long? We're both. We're both, Ernest. We're playing both sides. Let's see. Hi guys. Did you catch the short still holding? Yes, I'm still holding as well. Let's go ahead. I'll show you guys the positions here. But then I got in, let's see, I got in a Matic at 88 cents, LTC at 73.10, ETH at 13.13, and I'm holding BTC from 17.400 or 17.404. So yeah, we're still holding. We're holding both sides. AT yo, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, man, the shorts are paying out nicely. You reckon we still hold 16,500 or continue down and test the bottom of the range? I think if BTC can definitely continue downwards, I think the probabilities of at least putting in a lower low, look, at the very least, what I'm looking for is a lower low past that 15,450 to confirm a larger ABC. Doesn't mean that, no, we can easily fall off a cliff and continue much lower. In my opinion, that's what I'm preferring. But it doesn't necessarily have to do that. I think we can absolutely just come in, put a smaller wick, and then reverse from there. That'll definitely fake a lot of people out. Something like that. You know, we might have you know, some chop in this range, but eventually, you know, something like that. Let's see, where am I? But yes, Harvey, I think at the very least, the longer we stay down here and the lower we push, I think we're definitely going to go ahead and at least put in a lower low. Could it be a much larger dump? Absolutely. I'll have to wait and see how it behaves. At the very least, I'm looking for just a slight wick. We are always schizophrenic. I mean, hedging. Hey, you gotta protect yourself, man. YouTube been working too much? Yeah, especially around these holiday seasons. I know some people are definitely a lot busier, but I hope you're doing well, Marshman. Good to see you. I almost doubled my account on the way down, still holding 90% of trades. Good job, man. You didn't take profit or anything on the continuation. I'm not asking, like, you don't have to, especially if you're holding from like if you're holding from like a very high, like even like this region up here at 21k, you're still in a good spot. I am definitely securing profits at 15,400 BTC. To be honest, Ernest, I'm going to say, yeah, if you haven't taken profits, I don't know where exactly you got the short off of, or what entry you got the short off of. But if you got up here, I would say, yeah, it's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, you know, I think you might miss out on a potential, but I can't sit here and guarantee that's going to fall off a cliff. I want the floor to fall off. Absolutely, Trevor, that would be nice. I'm with you, Johnny. I want lower 2 to lock in good BTC long. Exactly. And also, you guys can get an opportunity to buy some spot as well. You know, I have some spot buys marked out in this lower, like, 12 to 10k region. So wait for my limit orders to get hit. So hopefully we can get that. Let's see. I moved stop losses 75% profit. One got closed. Word Ernest, let me know where was your entry for the short? Do you have any addiction? Wow, this took a change, Prateesh. Jeez. Other than food, like Kite addiction to Coke and nicotine pouches. To be honest, I love food. I have a very addictive personality. And it goes back to it's not just like with like substances. Like that's why like I know I will never try any like serious hardcore drugs, just because I know that I definitely can quickly get the urge to want to do more. Not only if the drug is addictive, as well as I have a very addictive personality. Like for me, that it does well when it comes to translating into certain aspects of my life. Like for example, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was absolutely 100% addicted to working out. And I loved like just being in better shape, not letting myself get too fat. But I definitely like at this point I was probably like the best, I guess the best condition I was in is that I was around like 180 pounds, 190 pounds. And like, you can almost start to see abs on me. Not too many people at my height. I'm at 5'10". It's not too many people at my height and who aren't using copious amounts of steroids, can definitely hold a physique like that. I don't know, because like it's been a while and I haven't gotten that low in a very long time, so who knows. But like I had a very addictive personality. So like for me, when it came to trading, when I first started out, as soon as I made my first big trade, done. I wanted to learn as much as I can, put as much time and energy and focus into trading as much as I could. And that translated to me being able to get to this point. Learning, going through the ropes, going through the hurdles, and being able to, express that and help you guys, learn these things as well. We're trying to think what else. Like another example, when I realized I had a very addictive personality, was when I was in high school, I did not give a shit. I was a barely pass, I was a D student. Like I basically just did the bare minimum to pass and graduate. I couldn't really go to any get any scholarships for schools over that, but I didn't really want to. But there's one thing I absolutely tried my heart out, I poured my heart into, and I really wanted to do the best as I can. And that was getting my driver's license. All I wanted to do is have a car and drive. So I took the time, study for my driver's exam. So we had a written one. I got the highest. I tied for the highest grade in my entire class, and we had 1,400 kids. There's only 3 kids nobody got 100. 3 kids got a 98, and I was one of them. And at the time, I was the bottom 5% of my graduating class. So I was, you know, I poured my heart out into studying. I tried my best, and I did the best on my test. Nobody expected it, and that was one of the funniest things. That was like the first moment in my life I was like, wow, if I really put my heart into something, I can definitely do it. And for me, I was very selective on what I wanted to do. For the most part, I didn't really give a shit about anything else. So I don't necessarily have any addictions, Perthish, but I have a very addictive personality. Like, one of the things I've been trying to figure out, you know, while I'm home and not doing, you know, obviously I'm doing a YouTube channel and crypto and all that. I'm thinking about starting another business. I think about trying to get my hands onto something else. I have a couple ideas, a couple different things that have been pitched to me. I'm definitely looking more into that. So that's all I've been doing. That's all I did last night. I was up till 3 a.m. researching, trying to figure out if this is a good idea or not. So just waiting to see. I'm thinking about getting my foot in the door and starting that and see if that works out. But yeah, as soon as I get off, as soon as I finish fixing my car and I get home and do whatever, I have to go Christmas shopping too. I'm probably gonna go back home and do more research. So that's pretty much all I do. Is been doing research so far. And also, like, I still do research on like the YouTube channel and try to figure out how to make things better. I have a couple different ideas. I'm still doing that, but I'm kind of moving my focus on other things. Let's see. I lost track. Okay. 17,954. Oh, if you're up here, Ernest, I would hold it. I would hold it because you don't know where price is going to go. And the last thing you want to do is miss out on the opportunity of a larger dump. That's just my opinion. Only metals. Oh, and I guess you talk about the music. Yeah, I love music too. It's a very addicting thing. I always love listening to new songs. I just love the idea of music and what people can create. But yeah, Ernest, just keep in mind. So, like, let me give you an example of how to make the best out of that situation. I was taking this short up here, right, off of this ABC. I pretty much held it the entire way down until we got another ABC short setup. In this case, it was this one. As soon as we put in that high here, I took profit. And unfortunately, you know, price did dance around, but in hindsight, it was a great position. It was a great spot to take profit in. And then now I have another position to hold, and as well as I can compound the gains that I made from this short and move it over to here. And then I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. And unfortunately, like, when you do this, Ernest, there's a chance that price can reverse when we get down to these lows, and you might not get another entry to take, or a chance to take profit. But that's a risk you have to take. For me, I would rather lose the entry than take profit early and watch it go to 10K. So that's it's not financial advice, Ernest, but that's me. That's I would do in your position. Is that it's less expensive to lose an entry than it is to hold out and miss profits if you take profit too early. Stick to the crypto drug. It will ruin your savings and sleep, but your nose and veins will be okay. Yeah, Ernest. But luckily, I think Perthes mentioned it, but I've been using an entry bot to kind of keep an eye on the entries for me, and I sleep like a baby now. I sleep like a baby. I don't have my alerts set on my sound anymore, and I can sleep through the night perfectly fine. Ernest, you use the bot to trade, bro. Absolutely. For ETH, the next significant support is 679. Let's take a look. So right offhand, the next significant level support is at 878. If that fails, Okay, I see where you're coming from the top here. I personally go off the lows of the trend. In my opinion, for ETH, there's nothing significant until $311. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go there, right? I'm not saying it's going to go there, but the probabilities of ETH going down to at least testing this region is definitely a lot higher. You do have some scattered areas of support around here. I will definitely keep that in mind and in consideration. But for me, that's kind of like a zone. So definitely the $500 reach, anywhere from 600 to 460 is definitely in the cards. If 800 does not hold and we break significantly lower. Let's see. Ernest, ABC Bot Trading Hub. Yes. Lazar. Oh, geez. I'm losing track here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with chat. Lazar, if we are new territory in crypto, everything is possible. Absolutely. Andy, hey Johnny, do you ever move your stop loss to break even using this method? I don't currently. No, I do not move my stop to break even. It's pretty much either the trade sticks or I lose the position, just because, especially the fact that we're using a little bit larger of a stop loss compared to what we have been doing over the last like 6 months to a year. For me, I'm willing to pay the price, because for me to get stopped out, price has to move about 3%. It might not seem significant, but it's a good amount. And to me, the odds of price going against you and continuing in that direction are a lot higher. So for me, I'm willing to take the hit, take the loss in order to have a higher chance of price continuing the other direction. Now, if you're not playing the other direction, it might hurt you, but for me, I'm playing the long position as well as trying to take shorts. So if this short gets stopped out and we continue pumping higher, especially from down here, I would say the probability of moving to a much higher price point does increase, in my opinion. But that's the answer to that. Let's see. Hope that helps, Andy. I move my stop loss to break even when it's 100% profit leverage. Some people have different ideas, different methods of doing it. Pratish, that could work, but for me personally, I do not move my stop loss to break even. Thanks, Johnny. Of course, Ernest. Hope it helps. Well done on the steady hand holding it. Yeah, it's good. Especially you can definitely benefit off of using a method like that. What bot you use? So I don't actively promote it, just because David and his team, if you're coming from David Tech's group, he does have his own bot. It's called trigger.trade. That's the one I'm going to be using. Unfortunately, there is some issues with the static bot. So the static bot is basically a bot you can use that is not related to any indicators. They're still working on that. I know David William has got a lot on their plate. They're rebuilding the Discord. They have a lot of stuff going on in the background. But whenever that does decide to, whenever it gets fixed and I can use it, if I can use it continuously without having problems, I would definitely go out and promote it. And maybe we can work something out with David to where maybe we can have an affiliate link or something to help you guys as well as help me. But the other one, I will talk about it, but I'm not going to actively shill it. It's called tvhub.org. If you guys want to do this, you guys can. I'm not going to go ahead and Kite Crypto has a fantastic tutorial on this. Definitely go ahead and check out his channel if you guys want to go ahead and figure out how to set it up. Just because, me personally, let's go ahead and pop it up the screen here. If you look up Kite Crypto, good friend of mine, go ahead and he has a tutorial on how to set it up and everything. Basically, it's a bot triggered off of alerts, so it's not going to do the entries for you. Lotmo Crypto. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I think I got it though. But what it does is that you still have to identify your points of entry, but all you do is just set the conditions and the bot will do it for you. So you don't have to sit there and set conditionals, keep an eye on it. You can basically do it hands free. Bots not having alarms in the middle of the night, waking up the whole house because it's pure cheating. It's a game changer. It's a game changer, Ernest. Definitely, it's definitely been a game changer for me. Is the larger ABC long at 15,450 the first one you would consider it to take? For example, if this drop forms an A and we put in a smaller time frame, A to a B to a C with a long entry at 16,500 ish. Wait, let me see. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like if we form a smaller one here, something like that. I won't personally take that just because it's too small. The original entry that I'm in is off of this setup. So for me, I would need to see something of that size, of that magnitude. To me, that's too small of a setup, in my opinion. The only way I would take another long position is if we come back down, put in a lower low past this area here. All right, past that area here, and then I'll go ahead and re-enter on that. I need a time machine to go back and buy BTC in cents. I wish, Pratheesh, we'd be millionaires. Andy D, thanks, of course. I hope it helps, buddy. Thanks, bro. A lot more crypto. For some reason, that's a tongue twister for me, so I'm sorry if I like stutter or butcher it, but that's it. Okay, cool. I got it. Fighting the anxiety of leaving this amount of profit on the table is tough. It is absolutely, Harvey, but I promise you, it gets better with time. And once you understand the bigger picture and understand why it's important to do the why it's important to let the trade play out as much as it can, is it's hard for me to explain. The best way to explain it from my experience is that I've definitely taken money off the table too early, and I had to watch basically price fall. One of the biggest examples for that for me was this region here. I had this short from up here, and I took profit down once price put in a lower low here, just because I thought we had a potential to reverse, and that was stupid of me. So, you know, bit myself in the butt for that. You don't. I'm not saying that a drop of that magnitude is going to happen, but if it does happen, you don't want to be on the sidelines watching it happen when you took profit too early. Let's see. Gamer DXB, it looks like you're new here. Welcome. When bottom near, potentially. I can't sit here and promise that we're getting close to a bottom. If we can get a lower low past 15,460 and come back above, that increases the chances of a bottom happening. But if prices fall straight through, we kind of have to go back to BTC's local low support off of the previous bull market. From me personally, there's nothing significant. If we can hold 16.2K, the next stop, I'm not saying it's going to exactly go there, but the chances of coming down and testing that 10K region do increase significantly. So I have to just take that with a grain of salt, Gamer DXP. That's just my opinion. All I can do is give you the levels. I can't tell you exactly when it's going or where it's going to bottom, but based off of the December 17th thing, I think we're definitely closer than a lot of people think. Let's see. Followed your advice, but with a heavy heart, I moved my stop losses to entry point. You could do that. Yeah, that's fine. Ernest, I would just rather have you hold that position just in case we continue lower and not have you basically sit on the sidelines if this is a larger dump coming. Now let's see. Pratheesh, maybe you have take profit 50% of 0.441. Yeah, I consider to take some profit on fibs, but I want to follow the strat as close as possible. Pratheesh, there's nothing wrong with taking profit to 0.41 if you aren't comfortable. The problem is if you take half profit or partial profit, it's going to skew your actual profitability of the strategy. as it's kind of hard unless you take partial profit every single time. It's definitely can skew your results a little bit. Question: as we have downtrend, is it strategy to add more ABT positions? Are we going as we are going down, add more to our shorts? Lazar, no. So okay, yes and no. Yes, we add positions, but we don't just add money to the original trade. How we add to our positions is we take profit. For example, I'm just going to illustrate this because this is something I did. All right. You take that short entry, right? Now you don't wait for another short entry to form and then add more money to that original position, right? What you do instead, in order to accumulate and compound, is you actually take profit on this position and then re-enter down here. What this does, sorry, that message thing is not bothering me. What this does is like I said, it guarantees the profit from up here. You're locking in what you made, even though it's not as much as it would be taking profit at the bottom. The problem is you don't necessarily know where the bottom is going to be. So you can try to take ABCs here, but if you took profit down here, and let's say you didn't take the entry here, you definitely would be missing out. So that's how we compound, is that we don't just add position, we don't add margin to our positions. We take profit on the original position and move our entry down to the next setup. And so that's how that's how you add more to your position, is that you're still betting on the general direction. You just basically are playing off of a new setup with a new if this and that statement, as well as you're adding the margin from the previous profit, and so it allows you to make even more money if price does continue downward. Something like that. So that's Lazar. That's how I approach it, and that's how you should be approaching it too. The problem with just adding margin to your position and not taking profit is that, let's say for example, you just did the same thing here. You added your position here. Your entry gets moved to like an average price. I would probably stick around here somewhere. Now, what if you never take profit, and let's say price pumps from here? Now you just lost out on the profit you made from up here, as well as you're losing the original entry you had here as well. So you're losing even more money, even though you have a quote unquote safer entry. Great question though. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are doing fantastic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, I really do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me, especially on a Saturday. Like, you guys have stuff going on. You know, depending on where you are in the world, it's probably a Saturday night. And you guys don't have to be here. So guys, especially, like, I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate you guys subscribing, and then hopefully to see you guys again soon. I'm not leaving. I'm just saying in general. I stream here 3 times a week. Sometimes on occasions like this, I'll stream on a little bit on a weekend. But yeah, actually, oh wait, we're gonna be here tomorrow as well. We're gonna try to do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So I'll be here tomorrow as well. Me drinking beer. All right, yeah, Pratheesh just hanging out, having a good time. Well, like I said, I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on the weekend, so I do greatly appreciate you guys being able to stop by, hang out, ask great questions. Are you using other indicators for confirmations, or just ABC? Lazar, just ABCs. All I use is price action. That's all I need. There's a subscriber of mine, a follower of mine. His name is Bartholomew. He's using a different version where he's using RSI as confirmations. You can do that. Me personally, I just don't like. I just don't necessarily. I'm not the biggest fan of that, just because there could be some positions you might miss out on, in my opinion. Trevor, check out Apple Weekly chart. Absolutely, we could do that. Oh, Apple. All right, Trevor, I'm just gonna go to 8 hours just because I could focus on the setup here. Now, this is something I did mention in the past. As of now, it looks like Apple is trying to go for that lower low and putting that ABC. To be honest, going based off of what I see here, if we put in this setup and let's say if it holds, that would not be a bad time to get into Apple. Not financial advice. The only thing I can play devil's advocate for is that we do have a local low here at 103 as well as 53. I don't think it's gonna go down to $53 unless like something, you know, unless a catastrophe happens. But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Your best bet, I would say, if we get back below, come back above. Not financial advice, but if you guys are looking to buy some Apple, I would sprinkle some at 129 and wait possibly for 103 to come into play. Maybe sprinkle some there. But great suggestion, Trevor. Definitely a good setup. I have been thinking about selling some BTC that is in a big drawdown and trading it on spot. Just buy on these dumps and sell it at top on bear flags for 15-20%. I mean, like I can't tell you how to approach that, just how I do things personally, Harvey. A lot of the BTC that I have now, I buying and basically hodling. You can do that if you want. I just personally, just for my spot holdings, I don't personally I'm not looking to sell. Not financial advice, of course, just wondering if it's just a dumb plan. I don't think it's a dumb plan. I just think there's a lot riskier. If anything, what I would do if you're looking to buy is I would focus on, let's go back to BTC here. What I would do is focus on the much larger setups. Like go to like a 2 or 3 hour. And if you can't see it on a 2-3 hour, don't take it. Like for example, like if we come back down, put in a lower low, you know, take a buy position. Give yourself a stop loss though. But give yourself a stop loss of like 10%, 10 to 12%. Where if it significantly goes against you, you take money. You know, you take money off the table. At least it gives you price a lot more room to breathe. Sometimes daily RSI is helpful for the reversals. No, I agree. I agree, Prathish. But like I said, just for me personally, based off of RSI and how I use RSI, sometimes there's not confirmations that allow you to trigger positions that you probably should be taking. If Apple fails or Apple's fall through market dumps, I agree, Trevor. May I know what time frame to find the best entry for ABC? Thank you. Blanc, great question. So, you know, I know it's a very common question I get. And one of the things I just want to illustrate is that the most important thing when trading ABCs is perspective, right? You can get perspective on multiple time frames. What I usually like to do is if you're, let's say you're starting out brand new with a coin, I like to go to like a 3 to 4 hour just to get a visual of what I'm working with. If I could see a bigger setup, fantastic. But most of the time I'm using like I would say I'm starting at a 1 hour. If I need to zoom out, make sure, like, where's my handy dandy mouse here? I have an extra prop mouse. What you do is, because obviously like I'm moving my mouse, but I have a prop mouse just for this occasion. If you're on a particular time frame, me personally, never go below a 30-minute. All right. If you're on a 30-minute, make sure you zoom out as much as you can. All right, you can hear me spinning this mouse wheel. Make sure you're not zooming in. You're not getting too caught up in the smaller setup, smaller perspective, smaller time frames. At the very lowest, go to a 30-minute and zoom out. But pretty much, I like to stick to about an hour, maybe a 2 hour if needed. But for me, the sweet spot is about an hour, and I look for the larger setups. All right, to me, this is a larger setup, and it'll give you the levels that matter the most. So, and if you really need to, like I said, 30-minute, the absolute lowest. Do not go below a 30-minute, but make sure you are zoomed out as much as you can. So Blanc, that's personally what I use. That's what I recommend for everyone who does this. One of the biggest problems that people come across is that they think that you can. I'm not like trying to nag anyone. I'm not trying to say you're dumb or stupid for this. One of the biggest problems is that they take prior concepts. If you're coming from trading bots and all that, or using algorithm trading, a lot of people use smaller time frames for that, and they think you could take the same principle and apply it to smaller time frames. You can, but you're gonna have a hard time doing it, because yes, you might be able to identify ABCs, but those ABCs cannot confirm a major level, in my opinion. When you stick to the larger time frames, you get the setups that matter, and you take the trades and you establish your levels that are most important. Trevor, do not touch the hodl bags. Exactly. Try your best not to. Blanc, thank you as well for asking, my friend. I hope it helps. Like I said, if you have any other questions as well, I know we have 20 people watching. We are doing just as good as yesterday. I think the most I saw, it was like 26, 27. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is incredible. The fact that you guys are here hanging out with me on a Saturday, I really do appreciate. And also, Gamer DXP, if you're still here, thank you so much for the sub. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope to see you more in the channel as well. Please feel free to ask me any questions. Either if you guys are, what's the word I'm looking for? Repeat viewers, or whether you're new to the channel. Guys, I'm an open book when it comes to these live streams. I'm gonna just go ahead and just shout out my Discord. I do have a plan, guys. All right. I'm gonna announce it now. I'm gonna implement it once it happens, and I'll let you know, guys, when exactly it's going to happen. But if we can get the channel, or when the channel gets to 500 subs, all right, I'm gonna do something special for you guys as a thank you. I'm going to open up the lifetime Discord availability. All right, and I'm going to drop the price. All right, but it's only going to be for a certain amount of time. So if you guys are interested in getting into the Discord, my Discord, and like I said, I want to build the community more. I want to do this as help you guys as much as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop it up here. I'm just gonna shill it. Just letting you guys know right now, it's $150 a month for sorry, it's not a month, $150 for lifetime access. I know it says a month, but obviously once you sign up, I will have you cancel. When we get to 500 subs, I'm gonna do a thing. I got to figure out the time frame of when I want to do this, but I am going to drop the lifetime price to the same price as the monthly. So if you guys have been interested in getting into the Discord, I'm definitely it's going to be for a limited time only, but the channel has to get to 500 subs. So once the channel gets to 500 subs, I will drop the Discord price for a short period of time to $50 for a lifetime. So it gives you guys a chance. I know some of you guys would be, I know some of you guys want to get in. I know some of you guys aren't not the biggest fan of the price. Just my opinion. I put a lot of time into it. Put a lot of time into the channel. I'm trying to add more content. I'm definitely going to be focusing on adding more content, as well as I am going to be hosting weekly sessions. I'm definitely going to be hosting weekly sessions as like a more private one-on-one experience. So if you guys do need help on certain things, that's definitely going to be open to the group. So like I said, it's going to be just for limited time, just because I want to give you guys back, or at least give you guys a chance to learn more from me if you guys want to as well. I feel like I'm giving back to the community. Maybe I'll do a giveaway as well. I'll have to see what I would give away, and also depends on the timing of sorry, I just got a DM. Let's see. I would be wait, hold on. Johnny would start an OnlyFans channel. Guys, if I start an OnlyFans channel, it's only gonna be pictures of Kite's feet. I'm gonna go to his house every week and take pictures of his feet while he's sleeping. Oh, see, for Thief got it for sharing his foot. It's not my feet, it's gonna be Kite's feet. I would be on that Discord like a tramp on chips. Foot and armpit hair. Oh no. Locking profits going to Patreon for sure. Just waiting for the money at the moment. I would appreciate that, Lazar. Thank you so much. And tattoos. Unfortunately, I do. You know, it's funny. I was just talking about it this morning. I'm thinking about trying to get the rest of my arm done within the next. I know I have a little bit here. I do want to get the rest of my arm done coming up here soon. Probably within the next couple months. I'm at least gonna get the bottom half of this arm, and then eventually I gotta get the from probably. I think it goes up to. It goes like from like here up to my shoulder, somewhere around there. I want to get that, and then eventually this arm's gonna get done. I'm gonna get both arms done, but this is gonna be covered all the way. This arm is only the outside. I'm not gonna get anything done on the inside. It's gonna get the outside done. Yo, great show, man. Miss you as well, Martian. Thank you so much for stopping by. Your channel is the bomb. Thank you so much, my friend. It's good to see you. Goji sub. I'm sorry. I knew I saw you in the chat. Ernest, are you religious, Johnny? I'm not religious, but I do believe in, like, I guess God. I do believe in a higher power. I'm just not dead set on a religion. That's just my opinion. I feel there's a term for that. If you guys know the term for that, is it agnostic? Or is agnostic where you don't believe in any religion? Let me know what that is. Okay, it is agnostic. Yeah. So I believe in a higher power. I believe in, and there is some sort of God out there. Like, guys, like, look how much is out there in the universe. Earth, we're just tiny grains of sand. There's no way that there's nothing beyond our power existing in the universe right now. There's just no way. I just don't believe that God can just create, or nothing just created this. Something had to create the universe that we live in. What do you have tattooed? So it's a cool thing. One of the things I always struggle with, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but one of the biggest things I struggled with growing up, especially like my early teens, was I wouldn't say I had mental health issues. It's more of like, I definitely had I hit a very low point in my life when I was like in my early 20s, just for a lot of different things. And I'll go ahead and show it here. I gotta pull it up, the picture. I have a picture of it on my phone, but one of the biggest things I always struggle with, especially coming, I guess pushing past that point in my life, is that I learned that the biggest enemy, or the biggest thing that I fight against, is myself in my own head. And especially when it came to like trading and being successful in that, and also doing this, I realized that the only thing really stopping me is myself. And the only thing that allows me to get upset and basically drew myself down is myself. And so I always wanted to put something on, like a tattoo, like how I can visualize the fight that I struggle with sometimes. And for years, I thought about this since I was like 22. For like 5 or 6 years, I always thought about what I wanted to get. I could not figure it out. One day I went on a website. It's called Deviant Art, I believe. Now, I didn't realize this, but sometimes some of the stuff on Deviant Art is like for like animes, weird, like provocative stuff. I did not know that going into it, but there's a lot of cool like imagery and different art that's posted on there. And one day I was just looking through, and all of a sudden I found a picture on there. And as soon as I saw this picture, I said, this is the piece I gotta get. I gotta find it. Let me find it for you guys. I'll show you guys a picture of the tattoo when it was like fresh. Your right arm with kite logo. No. So guys, hold on. No. I did say that last time. I am going to do it. The challenge is within 2 years. So from December 15th, I will absolutely, if I can get my channel to 10K subs within the next 2 years, I will get Kite's logo tattooed on my ass. Now I know some people said, how big is it? I'll be fair. If I can get it done in a year, I'll get it about the size of my hand. That's if I can get it done in a year. Or hold on, let me think. I gotta think of another way to do this. Yeah, I'll do that. Or if I can get it within, if I'll do it two things. If I can get it done within a year, or if I can get to 20K in 2 years, I'll get it the size of my hand. That's a big piece. Usually like ass tattoos are like the size of like my watch. Like people will get like little joke pieces. Like it's not serious, but I will get it literally the size of my hand. And I know someone who's really good at doing cartoon stuff, so I'm gonna make it like a cartoon themed thing, but it's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, let me show you guys the picture. I gotta find it. Where is the picture? I'm gonna do my best to keep up with chat as well as when I'm looking for this. Kite foot tattooed on Johnny's butt at 10K subs. If Jesus Christ, someone's calling me. I can't pick that up right now. All right, I'll if I can get I'll do something funny. If I can, I was watching an interview on this girl's channel. He was interviewing Crypto Lifer. Now, I know Kite knows who Crypto Lifer is. If you guys don't know who Crypto Lifer is, he's another crypto trader on YouTube. And I think he's a little weird in my opinion. He's definitely odd because I watched him get on Kite's chat and he said some weird stuff in chat. If I can surpass Crypto Lifer in 2 years, I will get Kite's feet tattooed on my other ass cheek. I don't know how serious I am on that because that's a stretch. He's at 38.2K subs, but he's also growing as well. But I watched this interview, and this girl is like a newer, I guess she just does like interviews and news and stuff. But I watched the interview from him, and I'm not going to talk shit or anything just because like everyone comes from a different point, different perspectives, different upbringing. But to me, he's kind of weird, man. And this, the way he was talking about, like the way he was talking and the way how they were going back and forth, it was kind of weird. Just saying. But yeah, I'll do that. If I can surpass Crypto Lifer in 2 years, I'll consider getting Kite's feet tattooed on my other. I hope he's not watching this right now. I guarantee you he is. Your girlfriend would get mad. Who cares? Who cares? It's funny. We're doing it for the memes, guys. All right, I gotta find this picture. I keep getting distracted. All right, so here's the picture. So this is not the original canvas or the idea of where I wanted to do. This picture stems from I gotta find, it's called the knife. Is it wrestlers? Yeah. So the original idea came from this. I'm going to pop it up here in a second. This is the original picture I found. This is crazy. I love the theme of this, of them like clashing together. I'm not the biggest fan of the American flag, and like what's going on here is really cool, especially with like him, the overgrown, all that stuff. I love the theme of that. Okay. And so that's the original image. That is based off of this statue. So I don't know. There is really no story behind this. I tried looking back at this. The description is, I'll go ahead and pull up a separate picture. I need to find a good one. Oh, this is a good one. So it's based off of this. Now I'm going to read you guys a description of it while I have it up here. The Knife Wrestlers is a sculpture in style of romantic nationalism created by Swedish sculptor Johan Peter Molin in the middle of the 19th century. It depicts two men involved in a fight with knives. The sculpture was Molin's breakthrough work. It was, oh, great. But I like read the wiki. There's really no like backstory to this. I'm just reading through the original wiki just to make sure. Oh, apparently it appeared on Star Trek. Huh. Oh, The statue is used to represent mythic Kingan brothers of... I can't pronounce their names. Fighting over the matter of honor. Are they? They're not fighting, dude, are they? They are. I gotta take that off the screen. Are they fighting, dude? I never really thought of that. Oh yeah, that is a set of butt cheeks over there. You also got to think this is Roman. Well, actually, it's not Roman. It's based off of Roman culture. All the Romans were naked back then. But yeah, I really like that a lot. And so, like, that's like the imagery in my head, like the way it came about. I was like, this is the coolest way to describe it. And to me, it's definitely unique. But like the guys aren't naked on my arm. You can't really see the legs. It's mostly just the upper half. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. I gotta find the. Let's see. I gotta find the post. Oh, great. Do I have to sign in? No. Oh, do I have to sign up? Do I have to sign in through here? Crap. All right, I'm just gonna find it on my phone, take a screenshot of it, and show you guys. I'll show you it fresh. It took 10 hours to do, and I do it in 2 sessions. Let's see. Calling my grandma's. All right, so let's see. We should release Kite's feet as NFTs. Mint and this is amazing. Agnostic, belief in the possibility in God, but is waiting for evidence. Yes, that's RB. That's where I'm at. That's what I believe in. It's just because I'm just not the biggest fan of like some of the things religion has practiced and some of the like historical events of what has happened over the I guess centuries. Okay, I gotta find. It might take a while because this happened. Let's see. Calling my grandma to subscribe. I would appreciate it. Up in the stakes, nice. I feel like it'd be fun, and I like tattoos. But obviously, I would not get something like that, like as a joke, on somewhere I can see it every day. You guys would have to seriously like really up the stakes for me, in order for me to get something like that tattooed somewhere visible. I think I might have passed it already. Shit. Where is it? Come on. But yeah, the guy who did my tattoo, shout out to, his name's Al. He is absolutely phenomenal. He also does like paintings and stuff too. A lot of what he does is mostly based off of like horror theme things, which is a very like, it's a very particular genre. And I think it's really cool. Not my thing personally. Come on, where is it? I gotta find it, man. This was a while ago. This was like back in like... I wonder whoever and how they invented... Oh God. Is that what I think it is, Prathish? I'm not saying that. There's a lot of questions that can't be answered. And unfortunately, I do not have the answer for that. Oh, great. I'm not going to find this. Come on. All right, well, let's see. Did I? You got it. Yeah, I know I got it, Pratish. My mind's in the gutter, so my mind doesn't like to leave the gutter. But yeah, at some point, I gotta get this. I gotta get back with him and figure out the rest of the design. I got it around like April, but he didn't post it until later. Oh, this is gonna kill me. I like went through his page and I'm just going through literally one by one. Shit. That's a back piece. Yeah, some of the, like, he also does like paintings and stuff. Some of the paintings he does is absolutely phenomenal. I gotta find mine. Come on. Great. I think we're getting close. Oh my god, I'm gonna spend the entire live stream trying to find this fucking... Yeah, there's that one. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. Where the hell is it? Oh, great. All right, I might have to dig through my photos and find another picture of it. Oh, nope, that's not it. Come on. All right, I gotta go ahead and just find another picture of it because this is ridiculous. I can't find it. Let's go to... It was like April? April of 22. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. I'm really bad at trying to find pictures, and I have so many pictures. All right, here it is. All right, this is the best picture I can get of it right now. There we go. I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the best one I can find. I gotta send it to myself. He took a video of it on Discord. It has like a little bit more of a wraparound. It looks better, but unfortunately, Okay. Unfortunately, you can't see a lot of the details because it's not a full like there's more in like there's some more on the inside of the arm, but this is it. Can I zoom in more? He like added a lot of the cool elements and stuff, and it's more, the monsters are different. The reflection, like there's a lot of white in the teeth. He did a lot of white in the mountains. Unfortunately, a lot of the white did not stick. My body kind of rejected some of the white. Some of the white's still there. My body didn't necessarily like the white sticking. So eventually I got like the rest of my arm up here done, as well as like my wrist. My arms are so fluffy. Yeah, my 88 hold bag is bleeding out of lower low right now. 88 go to 0. I hope not, because I have some holdings. I mean, cat, you dirty mind. Yeah, I can't keep my mind out of the gutter. Tattoo looks like some great some Greek mythology vibes. Looks good. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's definitely unique. That's my thing. I wanted something different. Like a lot of people have very like cliche, like very like, I'm not saying basic, but like kind of common tattoos. That is completely different in my opinion, and it's weird because it's in the center of my arm. It's not like down here or up here. It's in the center, and basically I'm gonna have both themes kind of like, that's good. That's the centerpiece of it. Tattoos are bad. I don't believe so, Ernest. I think they can be. There's some stuff that people should not be getting, in my opinion. But I know where you're coming from. My mom has the same opinion. Let's see. Looks nice. Thank you, Lazar. Can BTC go to 0? Technically, it can. The odds of it happening are very slim. Holy shit. Yeah, 88 did fall off a cliff. Well, this sucks. I'm down like almost... I bought a little bit at 40 cents. Oops. I mean, if crypto gets regulated, can it? It can get bad. I don't think it's going to though. That's just my opinion though. Face tattoos are bad. Yeah, I would never get a face tattoo. That's just me. I know some people have like neck pieces. Even that's too much for me. All tattoos are bad. I see you're coming at this from a religious perspective. I 100% get it, Ernest. I know where you're coming from. That's just mine. That's just not my opinion. It's also the fact that I'm not that religious either. So, and I think it's something that is important to me and it means a lot to me. So it's not just, you know, I just didn't get a tattoo just to get a tattoo. Like for me, like that was something I always wanted to get. And for me, that was something that's very important to me and very like, it means a lot in my life. So it's also like an extra sign of like motivation kind of thing. Like, you know, don't forget, like, don't give up. Remember, it's just a reminder to myself. I mean, if it gets regulated, it will cancel the next 100. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna take more. It's just gonna take more money to get up to those levels. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's gonna get, even if it does get regulated in the US, you know, there's a lot of ways to get crypto on board outside of the US. There's a lot of people who play with BTC who live outside of the US. Unless it's like a worldwide thing, which I don't think will ever happen. I think, you know, me personally, I don't think it's gonna stop the bull market from getting to 100K. Your mom is from Europe? No, my mom is from Central America. So, my dad's bloodline is from Europe. That's where the white in me comes from. My last name's Ukrainian. I have Polish in me, Polish Ukrainian. A lot of, I think a mix of like Eastern Europe. That's from my dad's side. And then my mom is just from Costa Rica. So I'm a little bit of a mixed boy. If US wants, can make some damage to crypto even if it's outside the US. I think you're right. I think it does carry some weight, Lazar. I just personally don't think that it's ever going to get to that point where it's going to completely destroy the crypto market. That's just my opinion. For how long have you been living in the US? I was born here. I was born here. My mom was born in her country. My dad was born here. I believe my grandpa on my dad's side was also born here. I think it was his dad. So my great grandpa came over from Europe, from Eastern Europe. I think it was him, if not the generation before. Oh, well, technically I also have a little bit of a Native American in me too, because my grandma was part Native American. My bloodline is all over the place. But yes, Prateesh, I was born and raised in the USA, US of A. It smells like someone's, like, I have my window open right now. And for the last, literally, like, on and off the entire stream, it smells like someone's cooking something. And it's like, I can't get the smell of, like, oil, like cooking oil out of here. And it's not coming from my kitchen, because I checked before I started the live stream. But for some reason, I think it's my upstairs or the person on that side of me. For some reason, all I smell is cooking oil. It's annoying. I have a candle burning here. Try to mask that smell, because I think the smell is okay, but I cannot handle it for too long. All right, what time is it? 3:50. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to call in the night. It's me camping outside trying to peek in at your entry levels. Are you at least making some food for me, Ernest? You gotta make some good food for me. That's fine. I'll give you the entry levels if you want, as long as you feed me. But guys, I do have to call in tonight. Just like I said, unfortunately, I would love to stay here longer, but I have to go. I have to go pick up my car battery, get it installed, and I have to go Christmas shopping as well, because time's getting a little close here. Chicken soup will do. Yeah, I'm okay with chicken soup, as long as the chicken's good, as long as it doesn't come from a can. If it's homemade, absolutely, I love chicken soup. Yeah, fortunately, guys, I gotta leave. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I know a couple of you subscribed, guys. Like, it's absolutely incredible. But I will be here tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. Next time is tomorrow, right? Mark your calendars. Around the same time, I'm gonna try to aim for tomorrow. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna go back to the schedule Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. And hopefully that's good enough. Hopefully I can stick to that for a while. Hope things don't change where I have to like mess it up. But thank you guys so much. Lazar, Ernest. I'm going to try to read my best to mention everyone here. Prateesh, Harvey. Let's see. Marshman, if you're still here, good to see you, my friend. There's a lot of people here. Goji, if you're still here. Nathan. I missed your super chat. I'm sorry. BTC Sell Weekly, man. Yeah, that's a good way to DCA out. But Nathan, if you're still here, thank you so much for stopping by. Blanc, thank you for asking good questions. Trevor, good to see you, my man. It's always been a pleasure. Trevor's an OG. A lot of people here are OGs. Gamer, DXP, thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you. Hope to see you again in future live streams. Lomo Crypto, same with you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you in another live stream. I think Andy D. I can't forget about you, man. Asking great questions. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through chat. AT, if you're still here, buddy, thank you so much for stopping by. Niraj. Oh shit, I did not do Nifty 50. Fuck. You still here, Niraj? Remind me next time. I promise I will do it next time. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Amar, thank you so much, my friend. I think that's everyone. Josh V, of course, your OG, man. If you're still here, I do appreciate you. All right, guys. Be good, be safe. I'll catch you guys in 24 hours, a little bit less than 24 hours. We'll see, hopefully, the next week or so, the next coming week to a month, we can get an answer on what we want to do or what the market wants to do. But thank you again, my friends. I do appreciate you. I'll catch you tomorrow on the next